Welcome back to my channel, your place for natural health remedies. Today, we are talking about the pineal gland, and I'm going to share with you 5 tips to help decalcify the pineal gland. So the pineal gland, it's this little small gland inside of our body, and it's very important for our health. The pineal gland produces melatonin. It helps us with sleep. It also helps with our circadian rhythm. It helps regulate our reproductive system. So it's a very important gland. But unfortunately, a lot of people have a calcified pineal gland, and they don't even know it. They don't even know what it means to have a calcified pineal gland. When we have a calcified pineal gland, basically it means that we have too much calcium in the pineal gland. Now, having some calcium in the pineal gland is not bad, but when we have too much, that's when it becomes a problem. So how do you know if you have a calcified pineal gland? Well, there's an easy test that you can do at home. You just need a flashlight, and you need to shine the light right here above your eye, right into your eye. If you see like a blue or purple or red color, then you probably have a calcified pineal gland. Okay, because the light is not being diffused through the pineal gland, because it's calcified. So instead of seeing like white, you're gonna see other colors. Alright, now why does this happen? Why do people get a calcified pineal gland? Well, most of the time it's due to fluoride. Fluoride is the main culprit. It causes the pineal gland to become calcified. Now, fluoride is in our toothpaste. It's in our water supply. It's in our tea, it's in our coffee, and so a lot of people are constantly being exposed to fluoride, and that can cause a calcification in the pineal gland. Also, stress can cause calcification in the pineal gland. If you're constantly stressed out, your cortisol goes up, and that can affect the pineal gland and make it calcify. Other things that can cause calcification of the pineal gland are going to be lack of vitamin D, low levels of vitamin D. Also, having a vitamin A deficiency can create a calcified pineal gland. Also, drinking too much milk, especially cow's milk, that can cause a calcified pineal gland. And of course, if you have a family history of a calcified pineal gland, chances are you might have it as well. Alright, so let's talk about the 5 tips to help remove the calcium from the pineal gland. So the first tip is start taking more vitamin D. Vitamin D helps prevent the pineal gland from becoming calcified. In fact, one study showed that if you take higher doses of vitamin D, you can actually reverse the calcification of the pineal gland. The second tip is to cut out all of the fluoride. So basically, you want to get a water filter that removes fluoride. There's many on the market. I'm not going to recommend any brands because I don't endorse any commercial products on this platform, but you want to get one that removes fluoride. Tip number 3 is to cut out dairy. Stop drinking milk, milk from a cow, goat, sheep, it doesn't matter. But stop consuming milk because that can also calcify the pineal gland. Instead, drink water. Drink filtered water. Or if you want to, you can drink some coconut water. You can drink some fruit juices, but nothing with milk in it. Alright, no. 4 is to start taking a good multivitamin that contains all the minerals and also all the vitamins. So make sure that you get a multivitamin that has all the vitamins and minerals. Make sure it's a good brand. I do recommend a brand. I've used this brand for over 10 years. It's a whole food-based vitamin mineral product. It's not synthetic, and it has enzymes. It has probiotics. It has all these other things that are really good for your overall health. It also has boron, which will help chelate the aluminum and the fluoride out of the pineal gland. So that's a really good product to take. I take one every single day. And the 5th tip is to start consuming foods that will help clean out the pineal gland. So basically, you want to consume a lot of fruits. Fruits are very high in oxalates. Oxalates bind with calcium, and prevent it from depositing in the pineal gland or other places in your body. So a couple good fruits to consume would be blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, also leafy greens like spinach, beet tops. All these different things are loaded with oxalates, and oxalates will help clean the calcium out of the pineal gland. Now the other thing you can do is start consuming some nuts. Nuts are loaded with zinc, and zinc will help mobilize the calcium out of the pineal gland. So a couple good nuts to consume would be walnuts, pecans, almonds. Alright, so those are some good nuts to eat. You can also start consuming some pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are loaded with zinc, so start consuming some of those before bed. Another thing that you can do to help clean out the pineal gland is start consuming some nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast is a deactivated yeast that's been fortified with various B vitamins. It's loaded with all the B vitamins, and it's also loaded with something called choline. Choline helps mobilize fat and cholesterol and calcium out of the liver and other organs, including the pineal gland. So you can start taking some nutritional yeast. I recommend taking maybe a tablespoon a day. You can put it on salads. You can put it on soups. You can put it on vegetables. So you can use it in many different recipes. You can also start consuming some shellfish, like clams, oysters, mussels, crab, lobster, shrimp. These are all loaded with zinc, and zinc will help mobilize the calcium out of the pineal gland. And of course, you can start taking a zinc supplement. Like I said, a good multivitamin will have zinc in it, but you can also take like 30 milligrams of zinc citrate or zinc glycinate per day to help mobilize that calcium out of the pineal gland. Other things you can do to help mobilize the calcium from the pineal gland is start consuming some garlic. Start consuming some onions, some chives, some parsley. All of these herbs, these foods, will help mobilize the calcium. So now you understand how to help clean out your pineal gland. There's another gland in the body that is very important, and that is the thymus gland. If you haven't seen this video on the thymus gland, check it out. I put it up right here.